guys? This is Targan coming at you with another game of Skyrim. Today we're on our second episode of Alecto the Sorceress's playthrough. We're here in the inn in Dawnstar, and I don't really remember... Well, what we're doing is trying to address the Dawnstar quest line. So nobody here can sleep. I've done this quest before, like, years ago. I don't really remember, though, but we're going to do it. And, of course, the whole premise of this playthrough is that I'm gonna actually talk to people and treat the game like I haven't done it before. So it's good that we're in a spot that I don't know what's going on.
Is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
I'm sure the longer I go into the quest, the more stuff will ring a bell, though. But we'll be like, dreams aren't real.
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedra Vaermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares, not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent. I need to return to the source of the problem.
That rings a bell.
Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
Yeah, we'll say we trust him.
My Lady Mara will be quite pleased.
Because I don't trust him, but,
from Dawnstar.
we're,
Come, we must hurry.
Vaermina
resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmare land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways.
Sounds good.
From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair.
It's like, yeah, what does she do with the memories? That's a good question.
She collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. I promise to answer...
Alright, he promises to answer our questions. We bought some new stuff recently, so we just need to get... Oh yeah, now we got Conjure Flame Etronics. We got Zombie also. Alright, now we're good to go.
Follow me.
Fortify Alchemy? Oh, from the gauntlets, right.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With a voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes.
Karita, why don't you have an instrument?
To the evil of all
yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with? This way, my daughter.
Alright, so we're just gonna walk outside and see if he will direct us somewhere. Come on, buddy. You were supposed to be going with him. Who's this person? Are you suspicious?
I work. Thoring runs the inn. Speak to him.
Alright, so, in conclusion...
Come on in. Just stoke the fire.
Follow me.
Take a
it's
seat
this
and
way.
get the cold down.
Yes, there we go.
It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult.
He doesn't know that he has made the acquaintance of an entirely untrustworthy person. Who may...
That hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her. Perhaps my prayers were answered, and your reason for stumbling across Dawnstar is more than a mere coincidence.
I mean, it's not like I'm intending to betray him, but look, Alecto's not a nice person. She seeks power and glory, and if that has to come at the expense of random priests, well, that's why she put horns on her helmet. To charge her foes. Nice, peaceful escort quest mode. Like, can I make him run faster by going ahead of him? Only a little bit.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
Kinda wanted to look in his pockets, see if anything in there was suspicious.
This way, my daughter.
For Dawnstar!
We're just going to get a little bit of alteration going on. And even though this guy's like a priest tomorrow, we're about to do some light necromancy in front of him. Can I raise a spider? How much magic does this take? Magnificent, is it not? Don't mind the scuttling spider, he's with us.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vaermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep.
We must have skipped a line.
This way, my daughter. No. I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed,
Okay,
the miasma will dissipate.
orcs and priests
they'll
alike
awaken.
sleeping.
Both orcs
That is
and priests
concerning.
alike.
I sort of vaguely remember this, but not really, so there we go.
The miasma was because the rituals would last for months. Sadly,
Oh yeah,
those
the
who've been
gas
in some
stuff.
cases, a few never awoke at all.
I guess we'll just try to see it if we can work it out, and if it doesn't, then I will, you know, go back in time. And there we go. The spider outlived its timer. Trials of St. Alicia. We'll get the Blessing of Mara here. Come on now. Let us in.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with? This way, my daughter. Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open. Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here.
I'm like, did I get candlelight? No, what a terrible mistake.
Behold the skull of corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes.
Well, that does sound
We must
bad.
reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose. For Dawnstar!
My God, yeah, he's just absolutely putting the hurting on. We're going to just go spellblade mode with our... Yeah, that was a nice fireball from a priest of Mara, no less.
Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier. I suppose
You do
there's
seem
no
to know a lot
point
about this
in
place.
concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple
That's
comes
right,
from
he
personal
lies.
experience. I was a priest of Vaermina.
I knew it, you're a liar!
Sorry for following the misguided teachings of a mad divine. Sorry for stealing memories from children.
Yeah, that would be a good start.
You realize when the orcs attacked, I was only concerned with myself. I fled. Left my brothers and sisters behind to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on.
How can the skull
Lore
be?
holds that the skull of corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
It's like here, and then later... Don't you try to betray me, Arender. No, I don't remember exactly what happens here. But I bet it's one of those... the Daedra Lord wants you to do a bad thing for him. The Vaermina devotee was tough. The robes look awesome, but they're not very good. They do look awesome, though. Very fancy looking.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now look at it. Almost everything.
I should have gotten candlelight.
I hope the tome we need is still intact.
Kill the
Clean.
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vaermina on the cover. It should be somewhere.
It's like, yeah, picture of the Daedra on the cover. Got it. I'll get right on that, buddy.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
You can stop calling me that. I'm like, oh, it gives me a marker on the map for where the book's at. Got it. I was like, I was gonna look around this whole thing. So it has you walk around the whole thing, and then now you can go back and get it. Oh, it's on top of a nice little thing here. The Mysterious Alchemist of Vaermina. Highly dangerous, sickness and death. Transported thousands of miles. Seems good.
Yes, my daughter.
Found
Let me
it.
Take a look. Mara, it involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vaermina's torpor. Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vaermina called the Dream Stride.
Or fast
using
travel.
dreams to travel distances in the real world.
That's
Quite
amazing.
amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person. As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me.
How
The torpor
convenient.
will only work for priests of Vaermina, or the unaffiliated. All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we
Laboratoire.
proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample.
Well, lead the way to the laboratoire.
The laboratory.
What Lady Mara? Like the
Blew the doors off. Salt pile's real good for free, you know. All things are good for free, but salt pile's real good for free. After all, you can do things with it. You can hit people. And we are just gonna eat some foods real quick. You know, because I think we're getting hit on one side by a person with enough HP to live through that, so these are These are not like automatic little guys anymore. These are half-leveled fellas. Alright, we're gonna take health again? Yeah, of course. No, we're gonna take 1 level of magic? No, we're gonna take health again. He thought we were gonna pay, but of course,
Now that they've been
with a little chutzpah,
we need to find the torpor.
how will I know what it looks like?
I'll begin searching up here.
We're able to put a hurting on and, you know, do what needs to be done. We're just gonna raid this room for parts real quick, and then...
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
and save it real quick after we do some alchemy. That way, if we die later, it'll be okay. Because, oh yeah, it's an alchemy place, and those are the best places. Good old laboratoires, where you can make all of the potions of your heart's content and delight. And of course, they're all free when you find them here, or deeply discounted anyway, and that's the same.
In a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me.
I mean, it's just so much stuff. Oh man, it feels so good to walk into an area like this in Skyrim when you're just starting out and you're like, oh, this is where our whole fortune is going to be made. Alright, but before we turn it into him, some alchemy. Wasteful. Like, man, I really should be remembering where these things are at, but I don't. Alright, Luna Moth and Ice Wraith for... No, not Canis Root. That's, yeah, there we go. Invisibility, and then we'll, it's what? Blue Butterfly and Giant's Toe and Wheat for, like, a massive, crazy one. Except I don't have any wheat on me. Nope, well, maybe the wheat's important for it. Anyway. We're gonna just eat a bunch of ingredients, because that is what to do if you're me and you don't remember all of the stuff in the game at the moment. Not the Crimson Root and the Canis Root, they're a little too important for that. Daedra Heart, you also shouldn't eat a Daedra Heart, you know. We're not going to eat the human heart either if we happen to have one. Falmer ears, I mean, sure. I mean, what are you going to do? Actually, we are a necromancer after all. Let's see what we get. Damaged health. Should have been able to tell you we were going to get that before we ate it. I ate a Nirn root? That's not ideal. You know, taste everything, right? I probably already did this at some point in this run, and then I, you know, didn't save it. So we're going to save now, after a little bit of shocking alchemy.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
Damage magic regen. That's right. It's blue butterfly wings that do that, and then the other thing. I'm like, man, I remember like some good potions that exist in there. But anyway, we're gonna chill on that for a second. You know, it's enough to get some going on, and then, you know, now, you know, we've gotten some points from alchemy. I bet the alchemy perks are crazy. That's archery.
Yes, my daughter.
You know, we'll look at it some other time.
What is it I can help with?
I found the
Honorably,
Torform.
So, all
Drink
Dawnstar's
here now.
fate. I understand your hesitation.
All right, let's do it. Yum.
But
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varen.
we must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother,
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vaermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vaermina? Then it's decided.
It's like, yeah,
Brother
sure, bet.
Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thorin, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
agreed.
And what might you need? Then let it be done. Farewell.
And now it's our job in this dream state to fulfill the events of the past. So maybe we'll be able to see how to unmiasma it after we have corrupted the world. They are zapping everybody. They are having quite a time of it. Ah, there's just a ring on the wall that does it. Very sensible indeed. Ah, and it teleported me in here. Alright, it's time for the fire and the fury. It's time for the Atronax and the flames. It's time for Vaermina's devotee to be cut down swiftly. Fire Atronax, too good. I mean, not actually too good. We're a hero after all. We're supposed to be strong. A fishing hat? Well, that would make us look quite cunning, but unfortunately... This guy has a ton of health and a lot of life. And a lot of damage. A lot of life left in him. Alright, so what can we do here? Hit him with the old frostbite venom. Nope. Okay, so we need to get much further away from that guy. That guy's probably like bandit chief level of power, right? That was a much punchier guy than we were ready to deal with. Oh, right, I don't have enough Majiko. I still don't. Great. Well, in that case, I'm putting that back on. We'll just hide around this this hallway here. You know, we'll sneak around. We're here to do some dirty work. Hi-ya! Amazing. You know, I almost never sneak like that in this game. I almost always, you know, sneak up behind them and just smack them. It's pretty funny to, you know, have provoked them to action and then taken advantage of that. Rarely how I do things. And with a swift stab of the dagger, this devotee is dealt with as well. Alright, so now it's going to be... No, in through here we get challenging room with the big orc. So we're just going to toss Flame at your neck there. And it does not help. Okay, and we get animation locked. I was trying to heal, but it wouldn't let me go into the inventory. That's alright. Alright. Alright, so he's about to hit us again, but we need to just go invisible. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. Well, we might have gone too far into the game. No, we'll be okay. He just hits really hard, and we need to not let him do that. So how best to do it? Well, we will throw a flame atronach in there, and then run away. And then we'll back up and do it again, because we are not a sporting fighter of enemies. We are a dastardly necromancer. Speaking of, he already popped them. Man, they hit so hard. There, it gives us like a whole block level just like from blocking one of these things. Alright, we need to run down this hallway now. You know, maybe that's why you're supposed to have a shield and block, right? So we just got like 3 block levels in almost no time here. We're gonna take another health level because, you know, we clearly should. Alright, do we take another destruction point here? No, you gotta get another one there. Alright, so do we... I have to figure out what we're doing with our armor, because we could just go for robes and away from the heavy armor thing, and then... Alteration points... Does that require us to change what we have going on right now? Only slightly. We'll just take a level into one-handed, because we do, you know, a bunch of the one-handed, so that's... Yes, it is all I've got. And after a mere 4 attempts at defeating him, where did his bones go? Like, and all he left us was this lousy steel warhammer. Well, hopefully he's the toughest one around. We're just gonna sleep for like 9 hours in here. That'll be pretty funny, and it'll make that priest nervous, and that's good too. Like, did that one orc that was up there that gave me such a trouble, like, was the point of that he beat all of these guys in a fight? Because I would believe it. That dude hit super hard. Whoops. And that's an animation locked. How much did it hit me for? I mean, probably like 100, right? You know, that's an early game two-hander for you, right? They will just bash you totally disrespectfully. All right. Lock to get. Okay, if it wasn't there, here, here. Whoops. I only got a couple more of these. Probably should start doing this better. Jeez, okay, fine. Wow. I used to be good at Skyrim. I used to know how to unlock things. Ha! Missed me. And that is how to kill one, you know, the right way. What are you doing here? I thought you couldn't get here.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
I thought he couldn't get in here. I thought that's why I had to go this way. Very suspicious. He might have just, like, got pushed around into it, though. Maybe he's not supposed to be here. Disable the magical barrier. We have to do that first. She's like hanging out here. Great. Man, I totally went the wrong way, huh? Oh, as soon as they put me through the miasma, I was probably supposed to...
You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on... Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull. Indeed, my reverence for Vaermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles.
I feel like I did this every time I've ever done this quest, because now it's ringing a bell. I'm like, oh, right, because those guys are pretty tough, but you're supposed to have him with you. But, you know, I just always turn the wrong way. Because as soon as you go in, you can grab the thing, the soul gem. But, you know, when you do it this way, it's very classy.
Come, we must get to the skull and destroy it. Wait. There, Thoric, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name.
Ah.
I'm Miranda, priest of
I was
Mara.
in his memory.
You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice. Time for your final vengeance.
Pay for that!
Take that, Thoric. Vaermina will never forgive you. She might forgive me.
I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so?
They were trying to kill
And
us.
had they succeeded, Dawnstar's fate would be sealed. You have a unique way of looking at things, my friend. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, an incantation to... I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vaermina commands you.
She makes a good point.
By her benevolence, you shall not stop us!
Haha! Destruction! And now a glorious artifact is mine, all mine. The Skull of Corruption. It does damage to people, sure. Well, it does look very cool, and you know, that's as part of our evil necromancer story, it'll be important that we have that. So, jolly good. We have sorted out no more troubles for the people of Dawnstar, right? Either that or they still can't go to sleep. I think we fixed it by, you know, undoing all of the magical machinations. Bet they're glad they sent us on the quest. Totally reliable evil magic lady is coming to our town to help. Unless she isn't. No, this is not the way out. Yes, weird purpley, that's right. And then Mara... I think Mara immediately gives me your blessing. Yeah, so basically, that lets us know that Mara's totally fine with us murking that guy. Because he claimed to be her priest, but, you know, she probably was mad at him for all the stuff he had tried to pull in the past. That's why when our sword fell upon him and swiftly cut him down, Mara gave us her blessing within the hour. I regret nothing, and, frankly, the people of Dawnstar are lucky that a wise person like me solved all of their problems. Kinda want to take everything, but you know, we're not like a thief exactly. Not exactly. We're more like a murderer, right?
The nightmares...
The storm cloaks are
Said
desperate
the
to
nightmares
go.
are lifted, and
Talos
he's
is
happy
with
that
us,
we have
but
solved it.
Dawnstar has a history of being the site of battles that have crippled the fate of the Empire.
Oh, and now he likes us enough where we
I
can
hope
take
this
his stuff,
true. Dawnstar has a history of being
which
the
is
site of
excellent.
battles that
Anytime a Jarl likes
crippled
you
the
and you
fate
can
of the
take
Empire.
like most of the stuff out of his wardrobes, you're like, oh yeah. I'm gonna take your fine hats. Yeah, I guess everybody in town would be happy to finally get a good night's rest after all that they'd been through.
I'm here to lend my if you could call it. I fought in the Great War. I cut it. Magic is frowned upon in Skyrim. Only the mages at the College of Winterhold teach it freely. If you wish to learn, join them.
I should join the College of Mages, you
I
say?
saw you steal that.
What do you mean you saw me steal that? All I did was read the book.
Come quietly and face the by order of the Jarl. Stop right there. Smart. What a foul and unnatural weapon you wield. Never have I seen its like. The damned nightmares have finally stopped. Don't suppose you know anything about them.
But yes, there we go. Wonderful. Fantastic. Feels very good. It's still the middle of the night. They're all sleeping, so, you know, we'll let them get through with that. Like, Born Pestilence is just going to be an alchemy shop.
Ironbreaker mine is 3 times the worth of that. I'll buy everything you've dug up. That would be Jarl Skald the Elder. He's over in the White Hall, probably talking about Ulfric like he's the second coming of Talos.
The Jarl and I have our disagreements. Sorry if you had to overhear one of them. Drowning your troubles in... As for work, you could try to catch Skald in a good mood, but your best bet would be working in the mines. They're on opposite ends of town. Stay out of trouble now.
My duty is to guard Brina Meredith.
Like, alright, do they have a normal shop here? They must. It's not here, though. This is someone's house. I spend so little time in places, you know, like this.
No lollygagging.
Can't you take, like, a boat from here to Whiterun or something? Or Winter...
I work steel. Need a dagger?
Windhelm?
No? How about it? Looking to protect yourself? Or deal some damage?
Alright, we're gonna sell that and that.
You looking for a shield? Best thing between you and the enemy, friend.
Not bad. Reminds me when I first started smithing.
Wow.
I helped my take a look. We forge every day if you need anything.
A lot of the people in Skyrim are nice to you, unless you're a lady, and then they're
Quicksilver
like,
mine is the best mine in Dawnstar.
so rude.
And you can tell those Ironbreaker miners I said so.
Like, isn't there some kind of good ore in here? Yeah, Quicksilver, exactly. It's used for, like, something good. Like with glass, maybe? Like malachite and quicksilver? Anyway, it doesn't just grow on trees. I want to say this one might be one of the only mines in the game for it. But of course, since we're invited,
I work in the... Used to be twice as many miners working here before all this...
Here to
trouble
mine?
started. Hey, watch it!
nice. Why is
Need
there a
something?
child running
One
in
sec,
here?
coming through.
What
I'm
is
running
the
food.
hurry?
Don't pay much, but they let me sleep by the fire in the inn most nights.
Man, kid, that's
They're
rough.
dead. My pa was a sailor. Took me with him on his last trip. After he got sick, they put us off here and left without us. He died a few days later. I've tried to make do since then, but it's been hard. Real hard. I'm late. Gotta run.
Sorry, kid. Good work. Jeez. Hard knock life.
Trouble?
Been mining all my life. Quicksilver's as much my home as anywhere.
I don't like taking orders from a boy, but I need the gold.
I don't buy all that talk about ship captains having... By inheritance, as my men are... I've been trying to find... Take the last trade we did. Some fine-cut void salts from the College of Winterhold. Plenty of coin if you know who to sell it to. Sailors are what happened to them. They got drunk and ended up losing the merchandise in some cave. If you're not afraid of a little exploring, I'll pay good gold to get those salts. I'd better get going.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that actually will be a nice thing to do in the future.
I could run this ship better than that boy who called himself a captain. Maybe one day I'll do something about it.
Once sailing gets in your blood, it don't get out.
Like, where did you guys drop these salts? What? How? This must be like a random place that says, like, how are you gonna send me all the way to Brood Cavern to a place with like spiders and weirdness from over here? I guess it is technically close to the water. I don't want to do that. We're trying to go here to the College of Winterhold, and they're trying to send me in the whole other opposite direction. Ridiculous.
Quicksilver mine. I'll buy everything you've dug up.
I'm not really trying to level up smithing, but jewelry smithing has always been an exception to that for my stuff.
Hmm?
And old Allison's just running away and doing his best.
Makes potions, if you can't tell from the name. The mortar and pestle has... Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
So she sells Canis roots. Chorus eggs you should buy because they give invisibility, and that gives you like positive on the makes, on the amount that you get for it. She sells a Nirn root. You should always buy Nirn root because there's a finite amount of them unless you get them from these people. Swamp fungal pods do paralysis.
Let me know if you come down with the rattles.
Which, as we know, are the most elite of all potions. Swamp fungal pods, there we go. There's that, and then chorus eggs. That was a little bit wasteful. It was a lot wasteful. But the important thing about alchemy is that you're not supposed to care if it's wasteful, because you're learning, right? Every potion that doesn't work at all is a little bit of information for your alchemy thing that'll let you make better choices in the future. Also, it's a good way to make money. But anyway, that's what we've got to worry about here. And now we're just going to run in the direction of this thing on the map, and then I don't know what it is. They're like is this where the Dark Brotherhood place gets built eventually? Dawnstar Sanctuary, yep. I think it's nowhere right. I think it's nothing right now, but yep.
What is life's greatest illusion?
I'm like, I know the answer, but it won't let you choose it. Places like this is really good if you want to like cheese some levels, because you've got your little slaughter fish things, you know, and you can do whatever you gotta do. But I find it's usually more fun to just stick it to them. We're gonna go check out this abandoned boat over here. We're gonna defeat these workers first, 'cause there's a lot of them. So we're gonna flame on. They do like a ton of damage. But fortunately, we get plenty of worker tusks, and we quite bravely dispatch them from the land. And of course, we have a cabin on the map that doesn't have a marker, which is fascinating. The best kind of cabin to visit. A fisherman's cabin? I think this is about to become my house. Oh no. A wolf. With a mighty backhand, the danger passes. Alright, 2 lockpicks left. Is it right here? No, then it's like right here. Nope. Gold ruby necklace, that'll sell for a ton. What's going on in this journal? Sold some fish. Traveler came past through Sivir, some kind of wizard. Got no love for wizards, but he offered me up potions and fire salts, all just for a place to lay up. Saw him casting mud crabs spells, so he can have what he's done, but he's not right with the crabs after, so he's been casting evil magic on the crabs. And now he's abandoning the place. Well, if only it had a fast travel point here, then I would just take it for my own. I mean, I guess it's not so far outside of town that I can't go. Just, you know, it's nice to have a, if you're gonna set up shop at a place and use it as like your temporary house, this could be fine because it's, you know, weird and creepy, like our character is. But meh, you better set up on the shipwrecked boat, honestly. Skill book. This might be where that guy had been. Scimitars are actually really good items, but I'm gonna go with the dagger side. So scimitars are good for like a couple what I would call mechanical reasons. They have a steel type for smithing and stuff, which means as soon as you get 1 point in a smithing, you get your double quality and stuff, and you know, you can level them up with, upgrade them with steel ingots. But they have like a damage profile like an elven weapon would, so it's considerably better than you would expect from the price or from like how accessible the thing is at any given time.
Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you got what it takes, our headquarters is in Solid.
Can't wait to gut one of those rebels.
The Imperial Quartermaster is not so choosy as to not want to buy stuff from me. He won't buy anything good, but we'll just sell him some wolf pelts.
Waiting. Insufferable waiting.
So let's see what's going on with this ship here. We got mud crabs on it, which are not... Wreck of the Brian Hammer. They're not the hardest things in the world to kill. Just trying to dig into the ship there, but we're too clever for them. That's a big mud crab. That would do some hurt. Bunch of random precious metals. Feels nice. They got more stuck in the corner there. Yep. cargo hold. I only have one lockpick. All right. This would have been like an alternate way in. Alright, well there's the inside dealt with. Now I just need to go topside, see about the captain's cabin or anything like that. Hopefully it won't be, you know, locked up because I only have one. Oh, well here's the captain's cabin. Looks like he got crushed by his chest here, so very sad. Well, normally there would be a big chest somewhere. It's not always the case. Perhaps all the precious metals were the equivalent of the big chest here. Well, righto. Seems good enough. A couple skill books, bunch of valuable coins and such. Interesting and sad story, you know, cornerstone of any nutritious Skyrim breakfast. Let me out. Oh god, I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. really hate to leave a place before finding a big chest, but maybe there just isn't one here. We've got plenty of great loot, so we'll just... Wait. There's a little chest here. I'm not far out of lockpicks. Alright, well, none of that's quite as good as finding a big chest. But it'll have to do. There's that chest that fell out, but that's like the only one. It doesn't look like anything has drifted further than that away. Well, there you have it. The wreck of a proud ship. And of course, the man who proudly scrapped it. Me! Well, woman, you know. We've cleared the location, and that's what's important. Some it won't say that you clear, like the Nightcaller Temple. But for everything else. It's satisfying when it says cleared, and really annoying when it won't. But, we're just going to pop back into Dawnstar, yeah. Find the inn and then lay down for the session. Ah, Khajiit. Have you wares? For I have coin.
Khajiit is always watching for thieves and pickpockets. How can I assist?
Yes.
Your road lead you to
A welcome to bandits had
A few days ago we were ambushed. A nuisance, really. But many of the marauders had quicks. One of them stole my moon amulet, given to me by my mother when I was just a cub. It is my only memory of home in this cold land. You... Be careful. I missed my amulet. But a life cannot be replaced.
The old Redderman's Retreat. We've all been there a million times.
Let's take a look.
Well, at least we know they'll buy everything, including the Skull of Corruption, but we're probably not going to sell that. Alright, so find hats. Sell some random jewelry.
hope that
Have you had trouble with the locals?
when they look upon not Rasad was able to look past that, and it was he who helped to set me up with a trades caravan. Now I work for him.
Alright, that's all to the good.
There is much beauty in this place.
They won't let me sleep in their bedrolls
The
here.
wind blows bitter cold
How
in this
rude.
place.
But you don't want to be friends?
But this one needs something, if such is fated.
But anyway, there's our nice Khajiit, and we will level up to end, so we'll take... magic? Yeah, might as well. Bunch of block stuff feels boring. We're gonna go with... Yeah, I think Bone Collector's the way to go, right? Because that's just gonna let us do the roleplay necromancer weirdness. And that's what it's all about.
My children all grew up and left Dawnstar.
I work in the
to
mine
make
just
their
like everyone
fortunes.
else.
Take care now.
I'm no one. Betel thinks I drink.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Oh, sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your... right this way.
We'll go ahead and get our beauty sleep in. And yeah, there you go. We investigated Dawnstar. We we found out what was happening. We solved the problem. And if
me
that
know if
also
there's anything
involves
else
us
you need.
having this sweet Skull of Corruption item, well, what are you gonna do? Increase to 50 points if power with dreams collected from sleeping people. I don't even know what that means. Maybe I gotta like find them while they're sleeping at night and like vampire them, and then it'll be stronger in the next
I'm sorry.
day. I've
My
had the
mind
item
was just
before, I just
somewhere
never
else.
really used it.
Do you need a room? Drink.
But that's all we'll worry about doing
you need a room.
today. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
My daughter Karita sings to the guests when she can. She has her mother's voice.
The Wind Peak. Sure. What can I do for you?
Like, can you
A fine but bloody tale.
can you
I
not
do
sing
that
The
one.
Dragonborn Comes because you do a terrible job?
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Warwickstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made.
It's like you get used to some of the bards and
Then
then
he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named
you know she's
Ragnar
really
was boastful
trying,
no
but
more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Sorry if my father seems... Need something? My mother I hear they accept most people who apply, if you're ever Yes. Ever since my mother died a few winters ago. I play songs and help with the
I'm
drinks
sorry.
when I have the time.
Have you heard about Aventus Aretino?
Until
The
next
little
time.
boy lives in Windhelm. They say he's been trying to get in touch.
But anyway, what a joy this game can be. You know, even treading over ground that you've done before, if you haven't done it super recently, it can still seem a little fresh. And, well, I'm certainly enjoying this playthrough. Becoming mighty, the most evil and legendary necromancer in the land. Or, you know, one of them. There'll be plenty of time. But anyway, that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And perhaps I'll see you in another